Therapy. I am your host, Suji, and I am back. The chair has been filled with a returning guest. Please reintroduce yourself. It's been a little while.
Hey y'all, my name is Bree. I go by Pirate Babe on TikTok. I do Sims content, WWE content, and I just talk about a little stuff here and there. And yeah, that's what I do. Very short and simple.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with short and simple. So a lot has transpired, excuse me. A lot has transpired since we last spoke. One
Yeah.
thing in particular happened. Um, I know you were just a little upset about, which we discussed on the last episode. CM
Um,
Punk winning the world title, and then we hear the infamous "burn it down." I immediately thought about you because I was like, we just had this discussion, and what you exactly you did not want to happen happened.
yes.
So I want to hear your at the moment reaction of when it happened and how you feel now.
Okay, so in the moment, because I'm gonna just say this, I give my hat off to Gunther and CM Punk because they put on a really good match. I actually liked the match. I felt it was very hard hitting. And I was kind of shocked at like CM Punk, like because he really, I didn't think that he could keep up with Gunther, but he did. So it was really nice seeing him win the World Heavyweight Champion. But then when Seth came out, I'm like, okay, I and then so I was just like, you know what, it's over. But then like he started walking back and I'm like, okay, he ain't on nothing for real. He about to go back to the back and I can celebrate for real. No. He put them crutches down. I was like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. And I just think that made me even more mad. Like, because it was just, and then I was just repeating to myself, I knew this was going to happen. And then when he actually, like, cashed it in and took the title, I'm like, okay, fair game, fair play, well played, but I could still be mad. I don't care. And I'm still mad. I
Now,
think I'm even more mad. Like every
I
time I see Seth Rollins, I'm not amused. I'm not. I'm tired of him. I actually do like Bronson though, like with the shoes. That's
should
that's
follow.
kind of funny. But Seth, I really do like Seth. Like he's one of my favorite wrestlers. But it's kind of I just like I can't forgive him right now. So me and Seth kind of beefing right now. But that's how
Now,
I feel.
to defend the visionary, the revolutionary, the current world heavyweight champion, CM Punk did cost Drew McIntyre his world heavyweight title at WrestleMania 40, I think it was.
Yeah.
So it is only fair, and it's almost full circle because two of the guys was in that match was part of that cash in. But
Yeah.
CM Punk kind of got what he deserved.
Yeah, but what did that have to do with Seth Rollins though? Like, I
Karma.
see if Drew McIntyre cashed it in, then cool, but that had nothing to do with Seth Rollins. But
I
I
wouldn't say
understand
nothing.
like the
Remember,
cycle of karma.
Drew beat Seth for that title at WrestleMania. The same match Drew got cashed in on.
Yeah.
But what is your current mindset mindset of wrestling as we speak with everything that's been
Um,
going?
as of as of now, it hasn't really been pleasant. Um, I just think like after SummerSlam, it's just certain areas where it kind of declined. Um, for instance, like the SmackDown, the WWE Women's Championship, I felt like with Jay not winning, that kind of made the division stale because we already had Tiffany versus Naya. We already had Tiffany versus Jade. So it's just like, okay, so what are we really doing now? And then with the ESPN deal, I'm really contemplating on, is it really worth paying $30 to watch mediocrity like that? I'm just gonna put it like that. Like, um, also in other areas, like it's just Raw has been pretty good, I would say, but SmackDown hasn't. And then it's just like it's the same issues that's been going on for years. So it kind of makes me not really be interested in the product anymore. I would still support it, but I don't know. It's just I'm a, it's just I have to like really see, But at this time, it, you know, yeah,
Um, See what I and you have watched wrestling a while too. I've watched wrestling a while. I've noticed, especially more as I got older, I started getting into football. It's like when it's football season, they're like, we're just gonna chill. We're not gonna do anything
yeah,
crazy. And then as soon as football starts to be over, it's like, okay, we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. You got WrestleMania season. WrestleMania season, they're trying to get everybody interested, and then it's WrestleMania. You get a brief little incline, and then it just kind of
yeah,
it's the circle thing. Now, I mean, if you have ESPN on your cable provider, I believe you're fine. You don't have to pay the $30 for it.
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I
That's
don't have cable, so
from what I hear is like
yeah.
whatever streaming stuff. Like if you have Hulu, I think Hulu Disney Plus combo too. I believe
Oh yeah,
they
I
said.
seen that.
Yeah. So I mean,
So
okay. So what would make you feel like it's worth would be worth it?
I would say
What would you
like
want?
definitely like better storylines and better characters. I feel like either some people are kind of the same, or it's just like, for instance, with the John Cena heel run, they really like made him turn heel and then made him turn back like on the whim, and then like made him lose his title. Like I don't think that really made sense to me. And then don't get me started with the Brock Lesnar, the whole Brock Lesnar coming back, because that really ruined everything. Because
Really?
night two of SummerSlam was really good. Like that was the ladder match. Becky versus Lyra, AJ versus Dom. Um, there's some good things there, but I just feel like WWE doesn't push it further. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the right stuff. They have the parts, they have all the good wrestlers. Like I don't rarely have a issue with the wrestlers. Like, do I think some of them are over pushed? Yes. Some Do I think some of them can be a little better? Yes. But I don't hate anybody. But it's just they give us like a meal, and then like they kind of like take it away when we're like digging in. And it's just like, what happened to my meal? Like, what happened to the rest of this? So, and then you just question yourself like, okay, it could have, I don't know. I'm just ranting. But
Hey,
yeah, I just
this is what it's for. It's all good.
yeah, like I just feel like they just cut things off. And then the things that they should be cutting off, they let it run like forever, like the bloodline. I'm sorry, but it should have been cut off, not like cut off, but it'd be times like, we don't really see them, or they're doing their own thing and then they come back together. It's continuous. So that's my thing about it.
I think one of my biggest issues right now, and I had this conversation on the last episode, is Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Um, he's one of the guys I'm just kind of over. Unless he goes to El Generico, like to me, his character doesn't make any sense. Like
Yeah.
if you go back to before Seth cashed in, he gave him an opportunity. Hey, you can go to SmackDown and get a title match against John Cena for the WWE Championship match, guaranteed. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay here and fight a battle that I'm not gonna win." Then he goes, now he's on SmackDown, chasing the U.S. title. Like to me, it doesn't make sense. I try to I try to make sense of how they are just booking certain people. Like,
Hello, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. It kind of blanked out for a minute.
It's all good. I was keeping it rolling.
Oh,
But
with
yeah,
Sami Zayn.
yeah. I feel
Oh,
like if he went to like El Generico, I think I'm fatigued of Sammy.
yeah. I
I'm just like
agree.
I'm just like like I don't like I had enough. It's like I'll go back to the analogies, like get in the mail and they keep giving you the same. And like, no, I'm good. Like, oh, here's more. Here's more. Here's more. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I'm good. I don't want any more of that. It's like oh, when the waiter keeps refilling your cup. It's like I'm good. I want no more of this.
Yeah,
Pass.
especially, and I feel like it was kind of because of that reason, it was kind of a bad idea to pair him with Karrion Cross, like make him go up against Karrion Cross, because I felt like he kind of like some of that was on him too. Like people didn't want to see Sammy, and as a result, they didn't really want to see Karrion as well because um I don't know what's going on with him. Did
With
yeah
Carrion,
yes, because
he's
didn't he
gone.
get released?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both gone.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like Sammy is at fault, but I feel like that was kind of one of the final things that really put him out of WWE because th- that storyline didn't really go anywhere. It wasn't really a payout. It was like he was thinking about turning heel, but he didn't do it. So it was just like, okay, like it made Carrion seem like, he's just there. There was nothing at because that would have helped him, you know, be more on TV, I guess. But yeah,
I
I
agree.
definitely agree.
I agree. And I don't dislike Sandy. I'm just kind of like
Yeah,
I don't want any more of it right now. Like I need a 6 months or so, or even longer.
yeah, yeah. I feel like he definitely should have went to SmackDown because
Um,
I feel like SmackDown. Well, actually, no. I take that back. I take that back. Yeah, yeah. I take that back. I'm sorry.
good. Um, I'm sure you heard by now the that Naomi is with child.
Yes,
Congrats to
yes.
her.
I'm so
She
happy for her.
did you watch the interview with her and Stephanie, the second one?
Yes, I watched the interview,
What are
and
your thoughts on?
I think that I it's just I don't it's very complicated, and I'm pretty sure like she's going through a lot of emotions right now. So I think I'm just more concerned about like, her well-being because I can't imagine like having to give up, a title, you know, due to pregnancy because it's kind of like pregnancy is a really great thing, but like being on at the top of your career is also a good thing. So I don't want her to feel like she's letting anybody down, or she's not built for it, or it was she like she's not meant to be at the top of her game in the WWE. I just want her to know that like when she do come back, like I'm definitely going to support her. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm definitely going to be there and supporting her. So, and cheering her on. So, but I'm definitely going to miss her because she was very entertaining. She was pretty much one of the reasons why I still was tuning in um to WWE because I just wanted to see what she was doing next. Like, she was very out the box. She was unpredictable. Um and yeah, I was looking forward to her and Stephanie Velcro, and I just really wanted to see all the possibilities that she can do because it really looked like WWE. It wasn't just like, her character, but the main thing was WWE is behind her and really wanted to push her. So, yeah.
Stephanie McCall.
Yeah.
It was so nice to like seeing her. I was telling my friend like she looks so happy.
Yeah.
Like when she was making the announcement, she did it in her heel character, which was great. Like
Yeah.
I feel like she went down temporarily the way she wanted to.
Yeah.
In a way, it's like it's not the ideal timing. Some may say, but look, there's only one. Look, when it's time to start a family, it's time to start a family, and
Yeah.
you know, you may be a champion. That's okay. I mean, look at Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch,
Yeah.
she was Raw Women's Champion. She was pregnant. She had to relinquish it.
And she's
All you
still
can do
killing
is,
it. Like she
yeah,
never lost a beat.
yeah, yeah. So okay, let me ask you this question while you mentioned Becky Lynch. So, which iteration of Becky Lynch do you enjoy the most, and why?
I
Is it the
like
current one, the
no, I like
mind?
the man. I like the man. I
Why?
like the man because she I felt like it was just cool seeing her in the ring, like talking down on the guys like The Rock and Cena and Edge. Like she was just because you don't really see women doing that. Like you'll maybe see women in the ring fighting, but most of the time when you see like men and women interacting, it's always like the man always have like a degrading joke, like calling her a whore and a slut. So it was really refreshing to see like, Becky, just, you know, doing her. And then also too with that was around the time with the SmackDown versus Raw, the Survivor Series and the Invasion. And I was just like, oh, like Becky, she's really like leaning into this. Like she's really playing into this. I've always liked Becky Lynch's character. I always think that she kills it. Except for the Bianca 26 seconds, but I'm just gonna erase that out of my mind. But um, but yeah, like but Becky, she's a really good character. Like I will always be seated to listen to Becky Lynch, even though she's married to that to him.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins.
And not for long, but yeah, him. Um, she really cool. And then that she just showed how cool she was, like, and she could really hang with the guys, and I could always respect that. I could always respect that, but I like the man.
I never looked at it that way, and that's a very interesting point of view.
Yeah,
That's a unique point of view that I don't think I've really heard anybody actually say. I kind of like this version, like
yeah,
that much better. I don't like her theme song. I don't like that. That's bad. But I like this character because she's so delusional. But it's like if you look at what she's saying from outside the box, oh, it looks like that's what actually happened, right? If
yeah,
you don't know the situation, but you
yeah,
know the situation, you're like, she's kind of
yeah.
stretching the truth a little bit.
Yeah, like, you kind of reaching. You kind of reaching. But that's what makes, see, and then it's about to make it seem like I'm glazing Becky Lynch, but that's what makes her so great because she makes you believe. Like, she gets a reaction out of you and sometimes makes you believe, because even after like the Bianca 26 seconds, like I hated her, like I was like, get her off my screen. But then once she started, I forgot what time it was, but I just started to love her. This was a before like her and Bianca had their WrestleMania match, and she grew on me that quick. And I was like, wow, like, and I forgot it was a lot. Like I was watching WWE heavy at that time, but I was just like, wow, like Becky, she really knows how to make herself and other people look good. So, and yeah,
That's true. And it looks like she may be defending that title again against Nikki Bella, maybe at Clash of Paris.
ooh, well, I would
Um,
like to see that,
yeah. So
but
this
oh, I'm sorry, I'm
no
sorry.
go. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry because I just feel like we jumping all over the place. But speaking of Nikki Bella, I'm gonna just plug this in real quick. I feel like her and Bree should be the ones to uplift the women's tag team division. But I don't know what I know. But yeah, I think they will be really good. But
Now, in a vacuum, if you take away how people's opinions of the Bellas may be, it makes
yeah,
sense. Twin tag team, like I think that would be your first like sister tag team.
yeah,
So like I could see that. I could see that.
yeah.
Um, Clash of Paris is next week. Looks like it might be maybe a 6 match card. I'm thinking.
A six match
Um,
card.
I think so. There's 4 confirmed matches. You got Seth Rollins, our guy, the Visionary,
Not your
defending,
guy. Your guy. He might be my
defending.
guy sometime down the line. I'm gonna forgive him someday.
Well, I mean, your boy CM Punk might win the title. I mean, he is defending against Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Punk on that one.
I figured as much.
But don't be this. Don't make no mistake. I used to hate CM Punk. CM Punk when he in the I Quit match against Jeff Hardy.
Uh,
I hated CM Punk. I hated him. So I think it's the same thing with me with Seth Rollins. So and I forgave CM Punk. So
it's gonna
it's
take some
not
time.
it's not all bad. Yeah.
Um, Roman Reigns will be there. He's wrestling Bronson Reed.
Yeah, because he
The
got to
shoe
get his
thief.
shoes back. Yeah.
That'll be interesting. John Cena and Logan Paul.
I didn't hear
Um,
about this.
yeah, John Cena they'll be wrestling in Paris. And there's a fourth match I am forgetting. Oh, and potentially we don't have an opponent for Stephanie Belgrade.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what they're gonna do with that. What do you think? I think they should do a battle royal at Clash in Paris, and the winner faces Stephanie that night.
Oh, that would be nice. Cause I was gonna be like no, but that night, yes. I think that would be really good. But who the
Who
only
wins?
person yeah, like who would win?
I
The
have
only
3 people in mind.
I have one person in mind.
Who you got?
I have Raquel.
Oh man, wow, get out of my head.
I have Raquel. I keep cause who else is like dominant and strong? I don't want Rhea Ripley. I think that's another person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's another one. I'm fatigued. I need a
yeah. But who are your other two?
um Raquel. I think maybe even a Roxanne would be interesting, or Bianca. If Bianca's not ready, then as a substitute, Bailey, because she seeming to be doing this I don't know, it's like a
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde type deal or multiple
Yeah.
personality deal. Because if you look at the women's division of Raw, like you're down like two heels.
Yeah.
Naomi, who's going to be gone for a while, and Liv, who's
Well,
going to be gone for a little bit, and then
yeah.
Zoe Stark is also injured. Can't forget about her. So you're
Yeah.
down like three heels.
And
I
I
don't
would love
know.
to see Bianca turn heel. She could come back and
She
turn
can
heel.
do it. I'd seen
And
her
I
do
feel
it in
like it gives
NXT.
her great ammunition this about like how the fans was treating her. Like I feel like she definitely has the materials to go heel. She just I don't know. I think part of me thinks that she doesn't want to though. Like she still wants to be an inspiration to the kids.
Listen, I get that. I get, doing the stuff for the kids. Like when I used to browse, even when I was a heel, like kids still wanted to like talk to me, and it can be difficult, but I think her career is already like,
Yeah. Like we
uh,
already could see what she could do.
but
Yeah.
it's like, all right, we know your ceiling as a face. Let's see what you can do as a heel. There's
Yeah.
other women that they could like Jade. They could put Jade if they built Jade up properly. Jade could be Bianca,
Yeah.
that big baby face that everybody loves, and Naomi could be replaced by Bianca as the
Yeah.
heel.
I definitely agree.
You mentioned a little earlier that you are not too fond of the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar return. Care
Yeah.
to elab on this?
It's very unfortunate because I was a fan of Brock Lesnar, but I just can't, in good faith, be a fan knowing that he has allegations against him when it comes to like degrading women and being held liable in court for that. So that's pretty clear, pretty cut dry of the reason why I wasn't really a fan of Brock Lesnar returning. I would probably be a little more susceptible to it if it was found out in court. Even though sometimes we can't always rely on the court, but you know, maybe a little bit, but as of now, just no. I understand, him and Cena have a long history and he's probably back for that, but I don't think it's that important to anything or anybody for him to come back and have like that one last match with John Cena. Yeah.
Um,
So
my thing on this on Brock Lesnar, TKO is $1 billion company. They are not going to do anything they're not sure of.
yeah.
Me personally, I don't see them bringing back Brock Lesnar if they wasn't 100% sure that he's cleared. Because if what sense would that make if they think he's guilty, right? Let's just say he
Hmm.
is, and they bring him back, and then he gets found guilty. That's a bad PR. That's bad PR.
Yeah.
But if they feel like, yeah, he's gonna beat this case, he's gonna be found innocent, it's safe to bring him back.
Yeah.
I just don't see them doing that just because of John Cena. And I think Brock is
Yeah.
gonna be around for more than John Cena.
Yeah, that's a possibility because I feel like a lot of times these billion-dollar companies show, society every single time which side of the spectrum they're on when it comes to like rich versus poor. Like how many when it comes to like getting money and literally trying to reach into our pockets to get everything that we work for. So I can agree to disagree with you on that part, but I would hope so. I'm a person that gives people the benefit of the doubt, but as of now, I just can't stand behind him.
I
But
get
yeah, but and it's unfortunate because I really like Brock Lesnar, especially like the Cowboy Brock era. I really like that one. That he was, because I like when wrestlers like, yeah, he has the strong side, but he has a side where he can be himself, and I'm just like, okay, maybe Brock probably a cool person in life, probably get a beer with him, but yeah, so, but I'm not taking anything away from him. It's just like I just can't support him, you know.
I get that, and some people they feel the same when it comes to
Yeah,
like mention Chris Benoit. There's some
yeah.
people that are like, oh man, he's a great wrestler, this and that, yada yada.
Yeah, fun
Which
fact,
he is
he was one of like the first wrestlers that I remember seeing like wow, like he's
literally.
really like I don't know I think my 5 6 year old brain couldn't comprehend it, but I'm like, "Oh, he's really good." And I don't even know why, but yeah, so I can definitely agree with that, but it's just like sometimes you got to separate the the person from what they do or how their legacy. So, we can't all say that he was a great wrestler, but what he did was wrong. And
Yeah,
that's okay. Everybody is complicated more than others, but.
people are what we as fans tend to forget that these 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 individuals are also human.
Yeah.
They have bills, they have lives, they have I remember I was listening to Stephanie's podcast and she had Orton on there, and it was it took me by surprise. It was like when Orton was talking, like he was very vulnerable. It was like he was talking about his mental health, how he had like some bad mental health issues that he was taking prescriptions for when he was gone for his
Mhm.
back and he was returning. And it's like you don't think about these things because it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
they walk out there and do what they got to do and turn it off.
Like they're
Like,
superheroes, but they're
mm-hmm,
actually, human. They take pain, they have stress, they have kids, you know. Sometimes even their bills get tight, so yeah,
starting family
I
unexpectedly, like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, so
But
yeah.
as we wrap up, is there anything wrestling or non-wrestling related you would like to speak about as we close?
Um, let me see, oh, Tommaso Ciampa, like just how he was dangling from, you can't make
That
that
match
up.
was crazy.
Candice LeRae, they would DIY was the MVPs, and I wouldn't have been mad if they won. I was actually kind of rooting for them over the Street Profits. I was like, you know what? The Street Profits already had it. DIY can get it again. I don't know, cause he was just dangling, and I was like, I already know I would have been like losing consciousness, and I would have fell like right on my head. Like he's really strong, like,
A
and
lot of
not just like
trust.
physically strong, but mentally strong. Like, cause I definitely would have freaked myself out being that high and upside down and dangling from a rope. So
I'm glad you actually brought up the Street Profits. So I've seen clips of a video that Montez Ford is kind of like teasing something different.
mhm.
He's been making some videos and stuff like that. Um, I feel like it's time for Montez Ford to go on his own.
Me too.
The profits were all the Street Profits, but that's great. But I really think it's time to let Montez Ford cook on his own and see what he can do.
Yes,
And same thing for Dawkins. Like you have
I
enough
definitely
tag teams,
agree.
like you have
Yeah,
enough tag teams on SmackDown.
yeah.
Like let's build two stars here. You can always
I
bring them back.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, especially like building Dawkins up too, because I feel like he gets left out of the conversation when it comes to both of them going solo. A lot of people just be like, "Oh, push Montez and let Dawkins do whatever." But I do feel like in his own right, he deserves he knows how to wrestle and he's entertaining in his own right. He just has to find his own character and his own footing because we could see that with Montez. But I feel like, he could go back to NXT, down to NXT, develop his character, come back up. The possibilities are endless. But I definitely agree with Montez for. I feel like he's pretty much there. When it comes to he's just like his wife. Like they both are total packages. So I do feel like he does. They're at this point they're doing both of them as a disservice keeping them together than having them apart, which is rare because a lot of times like you have a lot of tag teams that do really well together, but when it comes down to it, they always get split up. So I'm just trying to understand why is this not the same case? And New Day too. I feel the same way for New Day too. I think they need to be well. At least Kofi need to be on his own. But
I think with the New Day, they do not want to break up.
yeah, yeah,
I think with the New Day, it's like they're like, no, we like
yeah,
that's not because if they was gonna do it, they would have done it
yeah.
when they were teasing it. Something that I would actually would like to see for Montez Ford for him to split, and you're probably gonna hate this, but to join the Vision, to
To
have
join who?
to join Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman, because Seth is building a faction of young guys.
I I I can get with that. I would probably like Seth even a little bit more if he did that.
I mean, Montez Ford can talk on his own, but you have Paul
Yeah,
Heyman in his corner.
and he would really benefit from like Paul Heyman.
That's
I
what
can
I'm
see that.
saying.
I think I think, and this probably we talking about like Montez Ford, we really booking him, but I feel like a little bit later on down the line, I've seen me and somebody on TikTok, we was going back and forth about this, but a little bit later down the line, I would like to see Montez and Bianca do like a Triple H and Stephanie angle, like the power couple, and they just kicking everybody ass. That's what I want to see. But yeah,
Montez, Montez Ford is somebody that should be holding a world title
yes.
with very soon.
Oh yeah, or like King Booker and Queen Charmel, that or like a little mix of
Oh,
both. Yeah.
King Booker.
Yes. Yes. I lived for Booker T and Charmel during that era. I lived for them. But yeah.
I seen a clip the other day. Um, Cena, Booker T, and King Booker, and Sharmell was in the back, and Booker T was asking Cena to join his team. He was like, "I'll join your team for one night with the Queen."
Oh
And Sharmell
yeah.
starts spazzing. He's like, "My Queen, I'll go handle this." Booker
Yeah,
T
like
like,
that was wild. That was
"One night?
wild.
That's all you want?"
Yeah, like that's wild. Like she was like a concubine or something. That was wild. Like
Right?
that was wild. John Cena used to be wild. Now that I think about it, like yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, other than that, we might get the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the greatest Mysterio ever.
Period.
Should be world champ, AAA world champion right now, but AJ Styles screwed him over. But anyway, I don't need to relive that trauma over again.
It's
But
okay. I'm
is there
here.
anything
I'm
else
sitting
you
here
would like
with
to
no
say?
Bianca, no Naomi. I'm just depressed. It's been
You
kind of
got Jade.
pathetic.
There's Jade.
Yeah, we got Jay, but they need to put that belt on her. Then I could be a little bit hyped because I feel like she should have won, but like Jay,
Well,
yeah,
you know what though? Remember, technically, actually, if we go back to the previous conversation, we were just speaking about who could face
yeah,
Stephanie. You could do Jade,
yeah. I would like that.
and
I
you
wouldn't
could
mind
because
that.
I don't feel like they was going to put the belt on Stephanie and
Yeah,
Paris anyway. So you might
yeah,
as well just put it on Jade. It would
yeah.
even further the story. Like the first person that took the title since Naomi had
What?
relinquished is her enemy Jade.
Yeah, like, and yeah, and Jay, and then maybe Jay could hold the title for like until Naomi get back, and then they could rehash their beat, and then maybe Bianca could really be involved. They WWE needs to hire me as a writer. Like, come on, what are they doing?
With
Seriously,
some
I was
ideas out
trying to.
here.
Nah, I need to go on Indeed or something and start looking WWE writing positions. Cause yeah,
They definitely need some more women in that creative room. I'll say that much.
yes,
There's not enough
yeah.
diversity. But anyway, that would be all we have time for. I thank you again. Please follow you on the TikTok,
Pirate
our,
Babe.
our babe on TikTok, and
Yes.
everybody, thank you. Stay safe, stay blessed, and have a good weekend.
Bye.